welcome to the week. And you know what time it is. It's time for What's Going On Wednesday. Here's your host.
What's going on Wednesday? I'm your host, Maria.
And I'm Ellie. And Maria, how's your Wednesday been?
Well, it's been so long, but actually pretty good. What about you?
Not too bad. You know, we're just coming off Thanksgiving break. We should be all a little bit rested and
ready to relax.
Finish the semester strong. Not long now.
Yeah, we're almost there. Oh my gosh.
I know. Well, since we have just had a break, have you been watching any TV recently?
Actually, yes, I started a new TV shows, and it's called The Rookie. It's on Hulu.
Okay.
Like crime series. And I love it. What about you?
Give it a look. Well, not much recently, but our classmate Marciano has been watching a really interesting show. Let's see what he has to say about it.
The designated survivor is responsible to go in and actually take the spots of a whole bunch of different kinds of Congress and stuff like that in case something major happened, like the Oval Office being blown up.
And it's weird.
That's what a garlic is.
No, I know. Ours just went black too.
Oh my God.
I'll get back to you. Mr. Secretary, you need to put the phone down. Mike, what the hell is going on?
I said put the phone down.
Okay.
We've lost contact with the Capitol. We're sheltering in place until we know more.
Yeah, so that happens in this episode. A whole bunch of blowing up happens, treason. Tom Kirkman is the main person that actually plays the President of the United States, or the designated survivor, and he is tasked with a whole bunch of stuff from the beginning, from getting Congress up and moving, from trying to find a traitor, from trying to figure out who and why they blew up the Capitol. Kirkman struggles to keep the country at ease due to the fact that the Capitol building, blew up with a whole bunch of very high people inside the government. But he does pull it off in a nutshell. It's intense, thrilling, and gripping, because it's gonna keep you on the edge of your seats. With each passing episode, you're gonna wanna know what is going on and what's gonna happen in the next episode. I would advise, if you guys go and take a look at it, it's on Netflix right now. You guys can go check it out. Check out the pilot. Just like I said previously, check out the pilot. It's not gonna hurt you, and it's trying to figure out to see if you like it or if you don't like it. But highly recommend Designated Survivor on Netflix. Go check it out today. Hope you guys have a good one, and I hope you guys go and check it out.
It looks pretty good, doesn't it?
I definitely watch it like when I come back home right away.
And we're lucky enough to have Marciano here with us as well. So Marciano, have you actually finished the Designated Survivor show?
I have not. I'm still on season 3, and I am very excited. It's getting really good. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but it's really good. And unfortunately, it is coming to an end because there's only 3 seasons out from 2016 to 2019. So highly recommend it.
Yeah, you just say that they have just 3 seasons, right? What's your favorite season?
As of right now, I think season 2 is up there, but I mean, season 3 is getting up there too. I'm not that far. I'm only about two episodes in the 3rd season, but the first 2 episodes are doing very good.
Well, thanks for joining us today, Marciano. And we'll be sure to give it a look on Netflix soon.
Go check it out. Thank you for having me.
We will. Thank you. And now, although we've been watching a lot of TV, not many of us have been to many concerts recently. But our classmate Haley has. Let's see what Haley has been doing at a Don Toliver concert.
Welcome to the Psycho Tour. That's what Don Toliver brought to the Bay Area this weekend at Bill Graham. Don Toliver, known for his unique blend of hip-hop and R&B. You probably know his most popular songs, No Idea, After Party, and Lemonade. He is also part of Travis Scott's Cactus Jack Collective, which elevated his career. This Psycho Tour is the first headlining tour. He brought on some opening acts like Molly Santana, Monoleo, Ski Mask the Slump God, and special guest DJ Scheme. Both Ski Mask the Slump God and DJ Scheme had even honored the late XXX Tentacion and Juice WRLD, who they both made music together with. Out of the opening acts, I was really looking forward to Ski Mask the Slump God since he's been on my bucket list for a while. I didn't think I would know many other songs from the other opening acts, but I ended up knowing quite a few of them. It was the perfect way to start off this show, bringing high energy, amazing lighting, visuals, and vocals. He played songs from his most recent album, Heartstone Psycho, and even some OG songs that Day One Don Toliver fans would know. I was looking forward to him singing You featuring Travis Scott, No Pole, and New Drop, which he ended up performing at the very end of the performance. The highlight of the show for me was when two motorcycle riders went into a giant metal dome. At first, they went in one at a time, but after they both went in at the same time, as he was singing with a bunch of lights and fire. It was truly amazing and something I've never seen before. If you're able to see the show, guys, I would highly recommend going to see it while he's still on tour. Now we'll go back to the studio.
Wow, that was really cool. Like, now I want to go to a concert, like, so bad, actually. What about you?
Right? If Don Toliver comes back to the Bay, I'm sure to get tickets.
Yeah.
So we talked about TV, we talked about concerts. Now I'm going to talk about movies with Sophia. Thanks for joining us today.
Hello, thank you for having me.
And have you seen any good movies recently?
I have. I saw We Live in Time, and I'm going to see Moana 2 pretty soon also.
Gosh, that's crazy. So what's your favorite part in that movie, though? A little spoiler?
Honestly, my favorite part is watching Florence Pugh and Andrew Garfield meet, and then getting like an inside sneak peek on their future, and then going back to when they meet, because I love how the movie isn't in order. It kind of jumps from different timelines, and I think a lot of movies don't do that, so it's really interesting to see.
Okay, now before you give too much away, let's have a look at Sophia seeing We Live in Time.
Hi everyone, come along with my mom and I as we check out the highly anticipated film We Live in Time, starring Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh. This movie came out about 2 weeks ago, and I have been wanting to watch it ever since I first saw the trailer in July, and I think I've watched the trailer 15 times awaiting this exact moment. We had the entire theater to ourselves, which is amazing because we need it, knowing how much we're going to cry after this movie. Here is a quick look at some of the best moments from the trailer.
So sorry, but do we know each other?
Yeah, no, I ran you over. Sorry.
It's all right. Clock is ticking.
What's the rush?
Because I'm worried that there's a very distinct and real possibility that I am about to fall in love with you.
I'm okay. It's okay, honestly. It's okay not to be okay. It's a lot.
I am guilty of looking ahead instead of right in front of me. At you.
This beautifully told romance turned tragedy did not disappoint, and I highly recommend checking it out.
Oh my gosh, I really love this type of movie, like between romantic and dramatic. Okay, Sophia, don't lie to me. Have you cried for this movie?
Yes, I did. I cried in the trailer, I cried during the movie after, I watched the trailer again after, and I cried again.
Wow. I mean, I would do the same things though.
I know, and I know you mentioned that you love Florence Pugh and Andrew Garfield. Is this the favorite movie that you've seen them star in?
That's a really tough question because they're playing roles that I haven't seen them play before. I feel like, you know, Florence Pugh was in Midsommar, it was more like horror, and then Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. So this is definitely way outside of their normal acting. So I think that it was just really good, and I can't compare.
I love that. Well, neither of us have seen it, so we better go check it out soon.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sophia, to join with us today.
Thank you.
Don't go away. We'll be right back after the commercial break.
Is this a familiar sight? Do you and your boo find yourself yelling, screaming, kicking, night after night? Does all this fighting come down to not knowing what to eat for dinner? There's an easier way, one that doesn't involve apologizing to the neighbors. IDK U Pick. IDK U Pick is a revolutionary new app designed to take you from this to this. Take the highly scientific and extensive quiz and get a result catered directly to you. Or, if you'd like to live on the edge, just use our random feature and our AI will make sure you get an answer without having to move another muscle. Don't let yourself fall into the same old, "What about pizza? No, we had that 2 nights ago" debate. Just use IDK U Pick.
Available for download on the App Store and Google Play Store for 5 easy payments of $0.
Hello and welcome back to What's Going On Wednesdays. I'm your host Ellie, and I'm actually going to be joined by our co-host on Zoom, James. Are you there, James?
Absolutely. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Thank you so much.
Now, I heard you did an interview with someone special. What was so special about this person that you interviewed?
Well, it's an actor that just really brings passion and drive and energy. It really captivated me.
That's awesome. Before we give away too many more spoilers, let's have a look at James's interview with this famous actor.
Meet Pamela Contos. She's an actress who's been acting on the screen and stage for years and has worked with some big names in Hollywood, including Robin Williams.
He and I were Belvedere Tiburon brats, and we did a lot of theater together. One of the most famous things we did was performing Taming of the Shrew Western style at the Edinburgh Festival in Scotland. We performed in front of Princess Margaret and her entourage. I was the madam of the saloon, part was the widow, and Margaret was right in front of me. And afterwards, we got to meet her and shake hands. We bowed, and she said to me, "I liked your part."
Contos took a break from acting for a while and tried out a different passion.
For several years, I was a personal trainer, but I have to tell you, acting never left. It's always been a part of my life.
Miss Contos has shared invaluable insights, shaping our perspective and reminding us of the passion that fuels creativity in the entertainment industry.
An amazing woman, an amazing actress, but now you need to tell us the truth. Who is she in relation to you?
That is, Pamela Contos is my mother.
Oh, wow, that's wonderful. And she mentioned that she acted with Robin Williams. Did you ever have a personal relation or connection with him?
Yes, she did. And we used to write letters back and forth, actually. It was quite wonderful as a child. He would send me scripts that he had done. He sent me the script of Jack and some VHSs back then, stuff like that.
That's really awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining us today, James, and sharing your mom's story. Now we're going to talk about some things to do in San Francisco as we head to the green room with Maria and Yihan.
Thank you, Ellie. I'm here with Yihan. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. In these days, you had a chance to explore San Francisco a little bit more?
Yeah, of course, because it was like Thanksgiving, so I have a little time to explore the city.
Wow, that's interesting. Let's check it out with Yihan videos.
High Ashford is a street has so many unique stores. Bound Together Bookstore is one of the most visited places that locates on this street. This is an independent activism culture bookstore that run by volunteers. This gentleman was one of the volunteers. This is a view of the store. Tom says this is not a mainstream bookstore, most carrying alternative books. And people come to their store because...
Specifically because they can come here and find books or pamphlets that they cannot find in mainstream bookstores.
There's one of the pamphlet collection of this store. Besides those non-mainstream books, the store also have...
We have used books.
Yeah.
You can probably find some of those in mainstream books, but political books you probably wouldn't. But we also have like alternative culture books like beat poetry, surrealism. And we carry little pamphlets and booklets that you usually don't find at other bookstores.
So if you are interested in anarchism culture or looking for some book that you cannot find in Barnes Noble, just come to this place, Bound Together.
Wow, that looks so amazing. How do you find this place?
I'm really into bookstore and also books, but there's no Barnes Noble around the city. Yeah, so I just look it up to see is there any bookstore that seems interesting, and I found this.
That's so interesting. What is impressed more about this place?
For this place, you can find the books you cannot find on like the worker said you cannot find in the main street bookstore. So if you want to know something new or something that is really cool for a book, so you should go there.
Wow, that's a good advice though. Thank you so much for coming here today. Back in studio with Ellie and Vera.
Hi everyone, I'm joined here with our classmate Vera. And here at the Academy of Art, we all like to think of ourselves as artists. So Vera, do you consider yourselves a handy, crafty artist?
Of course. I always wanted doing some decoration to my apartment or like that, so I will try to cut paper, even it seems not really good, but I still gotta try.
Exactly, yeah. Well, let's take a look at some of Vera's art.
Hi everyone, it's Vera here, and the holidays and Christmas will coming. So I want to teach you how to do some decoration for your room or your house. It's how to cutting paper flower. Let's start. You should have the three stuff. One is like a square paper, scissors, and a pen. And then we can start. And then it's for the here. Here's the middle. And for the other side, it's the middle too. And I that's like half of the paper. And they will have a pointing here in the middle. So just use a pen to find the middle point, and then use here to find the middle point. And then what will look like that. And then just fold it here to the side. And like that. Fold it here to the middle. And fold again. And you will got this. And drawing a background, not like there have 3 layers. That's one side. That's the right side. And if a different shape, you will get the different ones. Look like that. Like that. That one is like a classic. Okay, see you next time. I will teach you how to make a Christmas tree. Bye.
So Vera, I have to know, did you ever get any paper cuts, cutting and playing with all that paper?
Yeah, I trying a lot. Actually, every step I try the same thing, but the shape is different. I'm like, it should be right, but I mean, it's okay. It's cute.
I know, I thought it looked great. And what inspired you to make them? Did you see a video online, or did you grow up making these type of paper ornaments?
Yeah, I remember how to cut some of like a paper flower, or doing some like hand making flower too. And it's like a Christmas coming, so when I rent a house, I don't think it's belong to me. So I really want to make some decoration. So I try those stuff, yeah.
I love that. I'm definitely going to try that with the holidays coming up.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us today, Vera. Now we're going to head to a quick commercial break. Be back right after this.
Hey, welcome back on What's Going On Wednesday. I'm here with a good sports news. It's day 11 in Flushing Meadows, New York. Women's semifinal is going to be in action. It's going to be Pegula versus Sabalenka. First up, Sabalenka entered the match on Saturday. Since the start of 2023, Sabalenka has won 26 of her 27 matches. Sabalenka is the #1 women's player in the world, with a killer serve and a faster serve than any other player on the tour, male or female. She has some great net points, including an extraordinary jumping shot that crept right under Pegula's racket during the second set. Pegula was in the game, making a series of unfortunate mistakes from the Belarusian talent. However, Pegula failed to keep up with Sabalenka, with Sabalenka taking the win. Here, the Billie Jean Cup is the world's biggest annual women's tennis competition. Will be last finalists Italy or dark horse Slovakia, who will lift the Billie Jean Cup. Let's figure it out. 12 teams will compete to win the historical trophy in 2024. Jasmine Paolini declared it a dream as I clinched Italy's first Billie Jean Cup crown in 11 years after defeating a plunchy Slovakia team in Malaga. Italy's #1, Paolini raised her arms in celebration after a 6-2, 6-1 win over Rebecca Smarmakova to secure Italy 2-0 victory. Her teammates stormed the court to celebrate the win. It was fitting that the final point was on Paolini's racket, as she has led the Italian side with confidence, combined both singles and doubles against Japan and Poland, taking 4 wins from 5 matches this past week. Look at here, the celebration. Let's see for the next point. They actually have a good power, both of them, but Sabalenka has the more power between women's and men's. I think this one is going to be the match point from Sabalenka. Actually, championship points. She plays so aggressive. Look at that forehand. And she's champions. Actually, she's my favorite tennis player, though. She has so much talent and so much power that I love her, seriously. And here's the Pegula defeating. Oh, look at that hug. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. Let's go to James and let's see what he has for us.
All right. I am here with Elvis, an Academy of Art University student. And Elvis, I understand that you're a student athlete. What sport do you play?
Yeah, I am on the soccer team here at the Academy.
Oh, outstanding. And I hear that you have a teammate on the soccer team that does something quite unique with his spare time. What about you? What do you do with your spare time?
Honestly, not much. When you're an athlete, you don't really have that much time. So I just like to hang out with my friends and play some video games. But yeah.
That sounds like good to me. So let's go ahead and take a look at what your teammate does with his free time.
Looking for a barber in San Francisco, former RU men's soccer player and barber Ibikunle Gatru.
Hi guys, my name is Ibikunle Kanle. Originally from Nigeria. I joined RU to be on the men's soccer team. I'm a graphic design major, supposed to graduate next year, and I've been cutting hair for about 3-4 years now.
He is an up-and-coming barber that does many types of cuts. This is a side thing that he hopes grows into something bigger.
Throughout the 3 to 4 years I've been cutting hair, I've cut different people, different races, different age groups. I've cut kids, adults, young adults, older people. I've cut 4C hair, 3C hair, 1A, 1B. So I've had a lot of experience cutting different types of hair. Also different people, different races have different types of hair.
I have personally gotten a cut from him and I would highly recommend.
That's it. Stay tuned for the next cut. Follow at EB Cuts on Instagram.
Outstanding. Well, Elvis, I've been looking for a good new barber. So I know he's in San Francisco, but where does he cut hair?
Yeah, like you said, so he's just doing it like at his apartment or home calls. So if you want him to come to you, he can do that as well.
Outstanding. That's fantastic. Where do I go to book an appointment?
How to find them on Instagram at abcuts, and I think that's the only way to find them really. So just DM him, and then
Instagram it is. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and we're gonna head back to the studio.
Thank you so much, James.
Yeah, thank you, James, and thank you, Elvis. Unfortunately, we're running out of time today, but before we leave you, we're going to have a look at what our classmates, crew, and cast have been thankful for this holiday season.
I'm grateful for my lovely wife. Grateful for my wife.
My sister, Hope. Though I'm thankful for all of my family members, today I wanted to highlight Hope.
My cousins and my culture back home in Croatia is something I'm extremely grateful for.
The restaurant that my classmate has recommended so many times. So it's pretty grateful to having the food on the day before Thanksgiving. They're not closing yet.
My very favorite outfit is his raincoat and boots. You heard me, boots. You'd think that he'd hate it. I got his first pair when he was probably like 4 months old, and I really didn't think he was gonna love it, but he loves running in it. I think he likes the cloppity clop sound. He begs for me to put on his little boots.
She is always sleeping when I was wake up, and when I was wake up, she's always sleeping. That even doesn't make sense, but I still sense her because having pets, it's like a one hard thing, but you will feel so happy about it.
Being here as international student is a privilege. It's not always easy, but every challenge makes me stronger and more aware. I'm grateful for the freedom to grow, discover and connect with a world that seems bigger every day.